November 1st, a possibility for an SHTF moment that I've already began to prepare for. I hope you do the same thing. I myself have already stockpiled both of my garage freezers with a bunch of crap. Okay, listen, I do a lot of prep type stuff. Of course, I got two commercial sized freezers. They're always ready to rock and roll. And then the freezer that's in the house and lots of food. The reason I bring this up is that come November 1st, a lot of different states possibly will not be able to support the citizens in that state who get the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program, or SNAP, EBT, food stamps, whatever you want to colloquially call it. And those states may not be able to carry those funds themselves. They get supplemented from the government, and then those costs gets loaded on people's EBT cards, and then they go forth and make purchases. And there's a possibility that people start doing really stupid stuff whenever they don't get the benefits that they believe that they need. Now, listen, I'm a guy that believes that the entire country should be first, kind of, I guess, America first type of guy. I've seen the potential when things get out of hand, protests get out of hand, and exactly what they look like. I mean, the George Floyd looting of 2020, this didn't have anything to do with scarcity. These are a bunch of freaking people who are taking advantage of protests, going in, taking $100,000 worth of merchandise and groceries during the George Floyd murder. But the point being is that if people have the potential to do stupid stuff during events and take advantage of that type of stuff, I need to prepare my family for that. I need to prepare myself for that. And I think you should be doing the same thing as well. Take a look at your stockpile when it comes to food, when it comes to your prep. And think about, are there stores around you that are currently closing down and boarding up, or potential stores that are at risk, your food sources that may be at risk? For instance, I live in Texas. 3.5 million Texas receive SNAP benefits. 1.7 million of those are children. That's about 48% of the people that get SNAP benefits in the state are kiddos. Now, a lot of people may have heavy opinions when it comes to EBT and SNAP programs. And I want you to really think, like, if kids qualify for SNAP, right, and you may have the opinion that if you get EBT or SNAP, stop being a bum, get off your ass and work more. OK, great. But kids can't do that. OK, a kid under 14 can't go work more. So I would much rather that we are able to push our kids forward, not have food scarcity and kids that are going to bed hungry through supplementing, versus having to overwhelm food pantries. For instance, one meal provided by a food pantry, that same one meal is 9 meals that's provided by the SNAP program. So when people don't have that ability, they don't have the ability to decide to push more money towards food, because let's say, for instance, someone makes only so much money per month. They have to use that for their car note and their rent, and then the rest of the money they get is from SNAP. They have to sacrifice possibly paying their car note to do the food stuff. And the crazy thing is that a lot of people that are on the SNAP program are active duty military, people up to the rank of E6 or staff sergeant in the Marine Corps. You could still qualify for SNAP because what you get paid from the Marines or from the military is not enough to take care of. You got 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 3, 2, however many kids you may have, you could qualify for SNAP benefits. So I think about what the potential of people making irrational decisions, looting and all that type of stuff. And some businesses are thinking about it as well. And they even have doors boarded up at Dollar General. Manager confirms stores being boarded up as windows as SNAP related looting fears grow. The manager made these measures today, Tuesday, October 28th. One Dollar Tree manager has boarded up the store's windows due to looting concerns. The concerns come just days away from the USDA, or the U.S. Department of Agriculture's confirmed that SNAP benefits would not be provided in the month of November. This is in a Dollar Tree in Ohio. This is a stock photo. But the thing is that this is a Columbus Dispatch. The doors are open, but it's going to be boarded up. A lot of food pantries are trying to prepare as more people prepare to go and get stuff from the food pantries. Today was the first full paycheck missed by air traffic controllers. Last week was the first full paycheck missed by other federal employees. literally in a few days, could be the first full paycheck missed by active duty military members. Now, I know there was a donation of $130 million, but let's think about this. There's 1.2 million active duty members. $130 million is like $100 a service member. That's not enough to pay everybody. I don't know if they're going to be able to find the funds to pay everybody. So I'm starting to think, like, what are the purposes of our taxes if they can't figure out how to spend our taxes, how to make sure this stuff is absolutely being taken care of. And the USDA has confirmed that they will not issue any SNAP benefits come November 1st. And they have a contingency plan. They have the opportunity to use it, but they're not going to use it. And the crazy thing is that a lot of stores, not just the people themselves missing out on the food, but bodegas and small grocery stores that are inside of cities, they're not the big Krogers of the world. They can get up to 50% of their customers use SNAP cards, use EBT cards. So if they're not using the cards, the store owner's no longer getting that revenue. We got food could be getting thrown out, could not be getting purchased. People, depending on how long this could go, possibly having to get rid of stock or whatever. We're already in the second longest government shutdown in American history. Congress, the House of Representatives are out this entire week. If they're out next week, then we will be in the longest government shutdown in the history of the United States. The number one thing I'm thinking about is when it comes to your food stockpiles, people doing stuff that's a little chaotic whenever their food supplies are low. I don't have the ability right now to do large garden plots like I would love to, have cattle like I would love to, have other animals like I would love to. But I have decided to supplement with power stations, solar panels, industrial sized freezers, stock those bad boys up so that I can sustain my family up to 3 weeks without having to leave to go to a store. What's your plan? Comment down below if this is your first time stopping by. Subscribe. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. Do you think there's a possibility for looting? You know, I've heard the saying, you loot, they shoot. Is that true? For everyone else, we'll speak soon.